Dear conservatives, can we talk freely about Donald Trump's summit with Vladimir Putin? Because it seems at this point that it's pretty clear that you're not going to accept that this was an utter and abject failure. And so I have to ask you the question: what would have had to have happened for you to realize that he sucks at this? That it's all bluster, empty promises, being a fake alpha. He's not tough. He can't do it. He can't get it done. He said he was going to get a deal. We've got nothing. At the end of the day, I don't understand how you square that. He said we'd have a deal. We don't have a deal. Now he's saying we will have a deal later. Well, okay. Then why'd you send Donald Trump? Send me. I could do that. I could go talk to Putin and accomplish nothing and then just tell you I'm kicking the can down the trail. Would that have been enough if it had been Biden? Would that have been enough if it was Harris? Or someday Gavin Newsom or Buttigieg or AOC, Pritzker? Would that be enough that they tell you they're going to do something and they don't get it done? And bear in mind, it ain't exactly like this is the first time he promised this. He said he'd have a deal on day one. We're on day, 233? Still no deal. And by the way, it is not just that he couldn't get a deal. It's possible that any diplomat could go. And if the person on the other side of the table is being particularly stubborn, you might not get a deal. It's first of all that he promised he would. He didn't just try, he said he would. But it's also this: he went and handed to Putin on a silver platter everything that Putin has asked for. And he still couldn't get a deal. He's going to let him keep all the territory. And on top of that, he let him come to America, a war criminal, an authoritarian leader who's stripped rights away from his own people, hasn't had a legitimate election in years and years and years. Donald Trump actually says that Putin's on his side about the 2020 election. Okay, I understand that you can't accept that Donald Trump lost 2020, that all of his claims about it being rigged and mail-in ballots, it's all lies, intentional lies. Okay, you can't accept that. But that Putin cheats in elections, right? Why is Donald Trump acting like he's some sort of expert on how to run elections? But whatever. Okay, so he's going to let him keep all the territory, all the war crimes, all that, whatever. You can keep the territory. We're also going to give you the mineral wealth. We're also going to let you go for oil and gas in the Bering Strait. We're going to let you have the parts to fix your planes so that your military will be even more prepared to conquer the rest of Ukraine. This is not a rhetorical question. This is a serious question of conservatives. What more could he have offered to Putin and still come up with goose eggs? Literally nothing. I don't expect you to answer. I don't expect you to type it into the comments or whatever. I understand, and I am compassionate. I have empathy for the difficult mental position that he has put you in, that he keeps failing and failing and failing and failing, and you have to pretend that it's not. But just think about it. Don't answer. Just think about it. What would have had to have would Putin have had to literally kick him in the nuts? Would it have taken cartoonish violence? I don't know. Think about it.